Did you know there's a way to get your cereal box prize up without having to eat all that cereal? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Madie the Girl Scout, and I am a science enthusiast. I love science. I'm always positive, just like a proton. Believe it or not, I'm finishing up my Girl Scout Gold Award. Woo! So whether you yourself are working on your Gold Award or another leadership project, or maybe you're just curious about what the whole thing is, this video is for you. Now the Gold Award is a pretty special kind of project. It requires a minimum of 80 hours, and in those 80 hours or more, you need to advocate, educate, and it has to be self-sustainable, meaning that your project has to continue on after your involvement. Now there are several important steps. Step 1, choose an issue. Investigating, then there's get help, then you create your plan and present that plan to council and gather feedback to take action, educate, and inspire others to engage. For my project, I chose to advocate for science education in my community. I noticed as early as elementary school, they didn't have that same emphasis when it came to teaching science education compared to other subjects such as reading and math. This led to children scoring lower on state tests and the cutting of higher science-based courses. Yet, science-based jobs are the highest growing profession in the U.S. After researching my issue, I decided to hit it at its roots: elementary science education. I built my team consisting of family members, close friends, and my 2 advisors, a previous elementary school teacher that I had, and my high school chemistry teacher. Hours passed as my team and I brainstormed. I decided on creating kits full of science experiments and activities that children could do in a classroom setting that was both educational and fun. My kits would make it easy for teachers to educate their students, and the students would be more interested in science. A win-win! I presented my plan to council. I received feedback through suggestions, what I should consider changing, what I did well, and how I could go beyond that minimum standard. I was left with one last sentence from council: I believe in you. I took action by getting in touch with my local elementary school. From there I worked with my team to get items donated and kits put together. Yet, I hit roadblocks. My schedule during the school year was extremely busy, and my goal got put to the side. Communication between the elementary school and I was on and off, and by the time I picked my project back up, the school year was ending and my head was busy with thoughts of graduation. Nevertheless, I reached back out to my contacts and found myself surrounded by support. This is where that build a team comes in. It is very important to have a support team. From a suggestion given to me by my troop leader, I reached out to my local resource center and food pantry. I was given permission to work with their Lunch at the Park program. I was still able to teach elementary age children about science. I then reached out to a different organization and received donations from my local Home Depot, Educational Innovations, and my fellow community members. Once I had all my supplies together, I created my kit. Come see! Here are my science fun kits. The topics are friction, gravity, and magnetic forces. So in friction and the marble, the goal of this experiment is to use friction to get the marble to the top of the test tube without opening it. As you notice, when you just shake it back and forth, the marble and the salt move at the exact same speed. But when you shake it up and down, the friction of the salt rubbing against itself will allow the marble to move upward. This is the same type of friction that can get your cereal box toy up without having to eat all that cereal. The next experiment is about gravity. You use ramps to figure out if the toy car will move farther if you use higher ramps or lower ramps. And this is because if you use higher ramps, the gravity force will pull
the toy car down faster than it would with a low gravity ramp. The last kit is all about magnets and magnetism. Magnetism is the invisible force given off by magnets. Magnets are only made of metal iron. They can only attract or pull items made of metal iron as well. In this activity, children will discover which items are magnetic and which items are non-magnetic. Now, you may think my gold award is complete, but let me tell you my little secret.
I'm still working on step 7, educate and inspire. I challenge you to go out and find an issue you're really passionate about. Think about the root cause of that issue. Where does that issue start from? Then find a way to help relieve that issue, to create a change in your community. Is it that this generation doesn't know how to cook, so we often go out to eat, which is not a healthy diet? Or is it that the bees are dying and our environment is being affected by that? Or maybe it's that people are buying hedgehogs from seeing cute hedgehog videos, but then not knowing the actual facts, the actual knowledge needed to own a hedgehog, leading to overcrowded hedgehog shelters. Find what you are passionate about, and remember, with better science education, the whole world can experience the magic that is science.
Science. Science. Science.
Thanks for watching! Hey Hershey, guess what? Don't forget to stay positive like a proton. Peace out, Girl Scout!
That impression. The gold star. What is this gold star? Yeah, it's a gold award. Come on.
Do 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 do. Not in making lots of mistakes. Do 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 do. I cannot talk at 7:19. Do 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 do. I love dancing weird. Do 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 do. What are you doing? Boo! Time management mistake. That's what happens when you're a senior. Don't become a senior. Stay gold. Stay golden. Pony boy. Come see! Do 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 do. Going in the blooper roll.